Hello and welcome to the Technical Fowl Podcast. I'm Varun Shankar. Joining me is Marissa Almonte. Marissa, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. All right, let's start out with this. It's your senior season. You're getting near the end of the basketball season. You guys are 6-6, almost heading into the region tournament. What's the feeling around it right now? Like, how are you feeling knowing that this is kind of your last rodeo with this team?
It's kind of scary just because it is senior year and it's probably the last time we're ever going to get to do it, but it kind of makes it feel a lot more special because this team really means so much to me and we got so close over the season and we're all just playing the best we could right now. Like, we had a bit of a slow start, but coming towards the end of it, we're all sort of realizing how important this end and these last couple of games are becoming. And just every single thing is a lot more special and you're playing a lot more harder and you're going just 100% more than you were the last time you touched the ball, just because it is the last time you're probably ever going to do it.
How does your mentality change going into the tournament knowing that it's a do or die situation?
We all know that we either go home or we get to keep going, and no one wants to go home yet. All of the games are really close and we had a lot of close games during the season, but we do know that each and every moment is important and it's time to step up, just because we know it's been a slow season and we didn't perform as well as we wanted to during the regular season. The do or die situation is scary, but everybody's got each other's backs.
Before a game, you get to the school. Let's say the game starts at 7. What time are you getting to the school?
We all get back at 4:45 for shoot around, and then usually the captains lead a shoot around. We all stretch, just get a bunch of shots up, maybe do some 3-on-3 or just a lot of pregame prep, working on our plays, and then we all get to go to dinner. And then usually we're in the locker room at 5:45. After we watch the JV game, we go to halftime, we go to the locker room, and we're usually jamming to whoever has aux. Usually Hannah Crawford has aux, and we're all just in a really good energy. And then the coaches come in and we have our talk, and then we're all just in our heads, in the zone, and then we get to stand in the hallway together. We usually huddle up in a circle, we say our prayers, and then we head out to the game.
What's being played on the aux?
Hannah Crawford, she usually gets us in the mood. She usually it's, I don't know, we don't really have a playlist. She's really just random. It's all on her.
You're one of the more traditional point guards in Loudoun County. The role of a point guard has really changed a lot. Before it was just a distributor, now it's a lot of it being a scorer, initiating the offense. To you, what is the role of a point guard?
Just from AAU and what my coaches let me do, I know that it's my job to set the tempo and just initiate the offense. I know it's my job to get the ball in the right hands, and I know who my shooters are. I know who needs the ball at the right time and who needs to do what in the right situation. But I also know when it's my turn to take the ball to the basket and get the job done.
Last 4 years, that includes your time at Riverside and here at Briar. What's your best memory?
Actually, just this Thursday, senior night was really special here. So there's 6 seniors and 8 underclassmen, and the underclassmen just did a great job. We, from the beginning of the day to the end, we had a senior breakfast, and all the underclassmen gave us gifts and made us posters, and it was really just special. So many tears were brought that night. It was just a very emotional night, and you just could really see the family we built, and it was amazing to see how these past 3 months have brought us all together, and it was just crazy to see how close we all were, and it just really meant a lot to me.
What does Coach Short and Briar Woods basketball mean to you?
I really found 13 other best friends on this team. Coach Short is a teacher at this school, and she truly does so much for us on and off the court, whether we all just show up to her classroom randomly and take snacks or water, or just the teammates. We all hang out, go to dinner after, go to other games after. We usually go to Red Robin, or we go see a movie. We saw Frozen, or we go to just random basketball games to support our other AAU teams. It's just really great.
What'd you think of Frozen?
It was a crazy movie. We were singing that all during practice.
You're very multidimensional in the way you play. 12 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. You fill up the box score. What allows you to do that?
I just know the role I have on this team, and the coaches ask a lot of us, and we just hope we deliver. We all know what our goal is, and I just know what I'm capable of doing, and I just want to be able to show out for my team and my coaches.
I've been told to ask you about a couple of things. First, they told me to ask you about your Kit Kat obsession.
That's really funny. Coach Short usually has a bucket of Kit Kats in her classroom, and before every game, me and my friend Megan, we would give each other a Kit Kat. It's kind of a pregame ritual for soccer and basketball season. It's just a thing we do, and usually both of us will grab like 15 during the day. It's kind of crazy. That's why she probably mentioned it.
See, I'm a Reese's guy myself, but I understand the appeal of Kit Kats. You also play soccer. What position do you play there, and how do you think your basketball skills lend to the soccer pitch and vice versa?
I play midfield and outside wing. It's a lot of running on both sides of both ends, and soccer kept me in shape for basketball. My stamina really came from that sport, and just like my change in acceleration for both change of speed in both sides of the sport. I think most of my footwork came from soccer, and my level head and decision making came from basketball. So yeah, I've been playing both sports since kindergarten, so they're both really important to me.
All right, I have a very important question to you. Who would win in a one-on-one basketball game, you or your 8th grade sister?
Lindsay, everybody will say Lindsay would, but she's like 5 inches shorter than me. I think I still got her. The games have been getting pretty close lately, actually, but I say I still have it in the bag.
What does family mean to you? We were talking about your sister, obviously. What does the concept of family mean to you, and how has it helped you as an athlete?
Well, family's first in everything. God first and family. My dad was my first basketball coach, and my sister and I started training together 5 years ago, and this sport is really connected to my family. All of our close family friends come from this sport. We do everything together. Family is what motivates me to get whatever I need to get done, and that's where the core of my beliefs are from. I just know that I can do what I can because of my family behind me and their motivation and support.
What's your goal for this season?
We definitely want to get the banner. We want to make a deep run in states. We do know that we're capable of doing it because we had a lot of close games this season, but it's just we don't want to end early, and we're not ready to go home.
When you look at any, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, social media post about women's basketball, you're going to see a lot of comments of go back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich, jokes about dishwashers. How does that kind of comment impact you, and what would you like to say to those individuals?
Basketball is basketball. My dad and my AAU coaches, ever since kindergarten, basketball is basketball. The ball doesn't lie. If you can play, you can play. They are two different games, but it's the same sport. And a girl basketball player and a boy basketball player are obviously built different, but everybody can handle themselves.
What do you think needs to change for that kind of mentality to fade out of?
Definitely, since the Kobe incident, the amount of support and exposure he brought to the game was to the women's game especially. It was just amazing to see the support from especially Gigi, the different kind of attention that's been coming from overtime, from people like AZ Fudd and Paige Beckers, just bringing that kind of support and those crowds to the game. I think doubleheaders really help bring the exposure to the girls' basketball game, but it's an entertaining game to watch, and you just love to see girls have just as much fun and intensity that boys do.
All right, we're going to do rapid fire questions now, end on a bit of a lighter note. What's your favorite movie?
Fast and Furious.
All right, which one?
The first one.
The first one, I love that one. It's incredible how those movies started with them stealing DVDs, and now the next one, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's catching. It's insane. They're going to go to space at some point.
I know, they have to.
Next up, favorite music artist?
Drake.
Drake. Favorite song? Somebody to pick from.
I know. I can't pick a favorite.
All right. Is Drake what you're listening to pregame if you have odds?
Usually.
Yeah. All right. Who's the hardest player you've ever had to guard in Loudoun County?
Hardest player I've ever had? Ashley Allen.
Ashley Allen. All right. Who's the player, either WNBA, NBA, pro, college, that you try to play like?
I try to play like, I want to say Kyrie Irving.
Yeah? You like getting to the hoop, dishing it out?
I know, just his handles and the way he sees the court is amazing.
You're not also a flat earther like Kyrie, are you?
Oh no, I can't get behind that.
All right, what's your favorite pair of basketball shoes?
Favorite pair of basketball shoes?
That you've seen, worn, used?
I really love just all of the Kobe's. He's really doing great. He's done a great job, sorry. Or the Kyrie's. I've been wearing Kyrie's for like my past 2 years before I got my new shoes.
What did Kobe's death, how did it impact you specifically?
It really shed a new light to my family, just how you have to take don't take each moment for granted. You have to take your present and make something of it. There really is nothing you can hold back. It was just really crazy to see something like that happen because you think people like that are invincible. But obviously what came out of that, just the amount of impact he had on individuals that have never met him, like communities and stuff like that. It was just amazing to see how much he's done for everybody. And it just makes you realize how much who you're doing things for and why you're doing them.
Do you have a favorite NBA team?
NBA team, the Wizards or the Lakers.
Wizards. It's been a bit of a tough run.
Rough run this season.
Yeah. All right. I want to close on this question. What does the future hold for Marissa Almonte?
Obviously college. I received a Navy ROTC scholarship and an Air Force ROTC scholarship that I'm hoping to take somewhere. I haven't really picked a school yet, but we're still waiting from a lot of schools back. And I just got into the Air Force Academy.
Congratulations.
So that's also an opportunity to go to Colorado. It's something really cool. But it's really a lot to juggle right now, so you got to decide it before May.
Is your desire to go are you thinking about going into the military at some point?
Yeah, both my aunts and both my grandparents were in the Navy, and it's just such a cool opportunity and a cool structure to be part of. And it's something me and my family have been talking about for a really long time, so it's definitely something I would invest in.
How has patriotism impacted that role into your in that family?
Obviously, this is probably the best country in the world. This is the best country in the world, and service has meant a lot to me and my family, and being able to serve this country and protect it and just my neighbors and my people is just really an honor.
All right, thank you so much, Marissa. This was great. Good luck the rest of the season and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you so much.